Let us continue. I trace the central front piece as is, stopping at the bust line. I add a 1.2 cm seam allowance for the central seam. I trace the intermediate front piece, again stopping at the bust line. And I trace the side front piece as is. According to the calculations, the whole front side seam line should be shifted 1.5 centimeters outwards. I mark this 1.5 centimeters. And I redraw the bottom line using the standard pattern as a template and aligning the waist notches. I redraw the side seam line and connect it with the princess seam point at the top. I transfer the back side piece as is and then mark 1 centimeter down the bottom, at the waistline and at the top of the pattern. I redraw the side seam line in the area from the waist and down. Please note how the bottom line is adjusted accordingly. Again, I align the waist notches of the pattern and the drawing. Redraw the side seam line up from the waistline and adjust the top line. I trace the central back piece as is. I need to adjust the princess seams in accordance with the adjusted side seam line. I mark 0.8 centimeters outwards at the bust line level. And 1.5 centimeters outwards at the under bust line level, which is located 12 centimeters above the waistline. I connect the 2 points. I remove 0.5 centimeters in the waist and 0.8 centimeters at the very bottom of the corset. Using the pattern, I align the waist notches and redraw the princess seam line on the central back piece, going first up and then down from the waistline and adjusting the top line and the bottom line. The princess seam line on the side back piece needs to be redrawn in the same manner. And now, let us return to the top part of the front. The bust line is supposed to be moved 2 centimeters closer to the waistline. I redraw the bust line using the standard pattern. Done. I cross out the old lines. Now I have a new bust line notch and a new under bust line notch. Let us adjust the clip as indicated by the calculations. It needs to be shortened by 2 centimeters at the top. But at the same time, I need to restore the initial side length by prolonging it. I redraw the bust line on the central front piece accordingly. I had to shift it closer to the side because the new piece would otherwise not fit in. Remember to cross out all irrelevant old lines immediately to avoid confusion later. The clip needs to be shortened by 2 centimeters in accordance with the measurement. According to the measurement, I need to mark 6.5 centimeters from the bust apex point up toward the neckline, plus another 1.2 centimeters for a seam allowance. The neckline will go like this. Frankly speaking, looking at the adjusted pattern now, I believe a 19 centimeter side seam is a bit too long for a young girl like Olga. Although she is tall enough, the seam will probably rub against the skin and cause irritation in the armpits. I will shorten it by 1.2 centimeters at the top. It will still correspond with the clip measurement. I cross out all irrelevant lines, leaving only the right ones. There's nothing you can do. One must always think twice. This is not all, though. There will be a lovely slit at the bottom of the princess seam, which joins the intermediate front piece with the side front piece. There will be 3 grommets set in along either edge of the slit at 2 centimeter intervals. I mark a 1.2 centimeter seam allowance up from the bottom along the slit edge, and then mark another 1.2 centimeters to the first grommet. Then I mark the positions of the grommets themselves and mark 2 centimeters from the last one, the end of the slit. The slit is 8.5 centimeters long. I mark the same length on the second symmetric piece. You must make a notch there too. To give the slit the shape of a triangle, you need to cut it accordingly. Let the base of the triangle be 1.5 centimeters. In this case, I need to mark 0.8 centimeters inwards on either piece. Watch out not to join them in this area by accident.